The one thing that is equally important to a designer as the design work itself is the way it's being presented. That's why I personally believe that mockups are a designer's best friend. A poor mockup can make great design work look average, while a good mockup can make even simple design work shine. So in today's video I'm testing and reviewing mockup.co. This is a new online tool that uses AI to create mockups automatically from your uploads and your website URLs. Since I started selling digital products over 10 years ago, I've created hundreds of mockups and they've been consistently among my best-selling products. But since then a lot has changed. So I used to spend weeks taking photos of paper sheets and props to build my mockups manually. And later I shifted to 3D because it was faster and in higher quality and it gave me much more flexibility. But now that AI has arrived, creating mockups can be done even faster. And I truly believe that AI will soon become the standard for mockup creation. And today we'll find out if that future is already here. For those who don't know me, my name is Ruben Stom and I'm a Dutch graphic designer who has made a living by selling over 200 digital products for over a decade now on various platforms like Etsy and Creative Market. And before we start with the actual review, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support really helps me grow and allow me to make more videos about designing with AI tools. Thank you and I hope you enjoy this video. In this video I'm testing the online AI tool mockup.co by creating several mockups and reviewing the quality of its output. So mockup.co is a browser-based AI tool that allows you to generate mockups by uploading an image or inserting a URL. And it then creates a realistic product photo automatically. For example, I can upload an image of my logo and select a t-shirt as a mockup. So it will be placed in an image with a t-shirt as if it is a real photo taken of a t-shirt with my logo. And the ideal outcome here would be uploading an image of my design work or pasting a URL and get a consistent professional image in 4K resolution, which I could use for a commercial project or a personal portfolio, for example. So the interface is beautifully done. It is simple, it is modern, and I really like the concept of the website. And that's what intrigued me in the first place and why I wanted to give it a spin and see for myself how it works. Because if this site actually works, then it can be a real handy tool that might be worth it for a lot of designers. Before actually testing the tool itself, I wanted to briefly touch on the pricing. So each generation requires credits, which is common for AI tools. And the minimum amount of credits that you can purchase is $5, which gives you 10 credits. And this will make each generation 50 cents. So for 50 cents you can generate a single mockup, adjust the aspect ratio, remove or adjust the background, or upscale your image. And if you want to convert your result into a video, that will cost you 2 or 3 credits depending on the quality of the output. For my first test I chose a MacBook Pro template in a 4:3 ratio. And I picked this one because laptops are notoriously difficult for AI to get right. Especially details like the keyboards and the keyboard layout is difficult. And that immediately showed. So the result had a visible artifact where the arrow keys are, and the proportions were slightly off. And it is very clear that the model just struggles with generating those finer details. From what I can tell, mockup.co probably uses an API to capture a screenshot of your URL and feeds that, together with a base photo of a MacBook and a styling prompt, into an image model, possibly something like Nano Banana. An API is basically a digital middleman that lets different apps or tools communicate with each other without you having to do anything. But the results were obviously no good. So the screenshot it took was very distorted and the right side of my website was just cut off. And the text was all messed up as well. So even after upscaling, those artifacts remained just sharper. For this test I also added the instructions to add a beige background with white elements. And I was hoping for something minimal and elegant, like a studio setting with a simple beige backdrop and a table with some white elements such as a frame or a coffee mug, for example. And the model did capture the color palette, but it placed it incorrectly. So the background is more white than beige, and this suggests to me that the model relies on pre-trained image references rather than generating a new composition from scratch. Although it didn't look good for the mockup.co website after the first image generation, I didn't want to give up yet. I knew it was going to be difficult to generate a MacBook Pro image with the current models out there, and it was going to be especially difficult to combine it with the feature of screenshotting a website and adding it to the mockup, although this is a feature that they promote. Well, anyway, I wanted to test how it handles simpler designs. So I choose a flyer from one of my flyer packs and I tried uploading it as a PDF file. Unfortunately, it didn't accept PDF files, which I found odd as flyers are mostly used in print and therefore exported as PDF files. But okay, no big deal. So I took a screenshot and uploaded an image of the A5 size flyer. Unfortunately, I got only errors. I think about 10 times that I tried and they all failed. So luckily it didn't cost me any credits, and I'm really trying my best here to be optimistic about this. So after the flyer, I tried a business card mockup using a 4:5 vertical ratio, and that one actually worked. So I uploaded one of my business card templates that has a very minimalistic design, and it contains text only and has a very minimalistic font. And the result was decent, but I still noticed minor artifacts in the text. The overall layout was fine and the size of the paper was actually accurate, which somewhat surprised me, but still the small imperfections in some of the letters made it unusual for high quality results. Speaking of high quality, I also upscaled the results to 4K, and yes, it worked fine, but in all honesty, why would I want to upscale an image with poor to average results, right? This only made the imperfections in the design more obvious. So unfortunately, even with a minimalistic design, the AI model still couldn't generate something perfectly clean. So I really like the concept of mockup.co. The interface is flawless and the workflow is fast. It's genuinely one of the most user-friendly AI mockup tools that I've seen. You can simply upload your image and select the style that you like. But the image model just isn't ready yet. The output is far from what designers actually need for professional use. So maybe in the future, maybe when better models come to the market, it will be worth it, but currently it just isn't. And even then, I assume that this is a bucket of APIs. So an API that takes a screenshot of your URL, and another API that generates images like Nano Banana, and another API that like Veo or Sora that generates videos based on those images. And for me, that is probably never worth it because I prefer using those tools directly. It gives me more control and it is simply more cost efficient as well. So mockup.co might save time in theory, but right now, to me, the results don't justify paying for it. If you enjoyed this review and if you're interested in how to use AI as a designer, then please like and subscribe. It will really help me grow my channel and allows me to showcase more AI tools for designers. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I'll make sure to answer them. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.